listen, try as much as you can. You will never be Lola, buddy. Hey, everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the Game Sketch. Today, and only today, we are here, of course, to talk about the Nintendo Direct Mini Partner Showcase. Real long set of words, but we are here to talk about it. Now, the reason I wanted to do it today and not yesterday is because, you know, yesterday we're high on life. You know, we're all super ultra excited. We're like freaking out. We're looking at the chairs, all this stuff. We're also waiting for games that were shown in the showcase to get more info and stuff. But now, you know, we've had the day to chill out a little bit. You know, we can gather our thoughts a little more, go over stuff that we care about and sort of analyze things from there. So thank you guys. Before we start getting into the video, of course, sub to your boys, subscribe, support the content, all that stuff. I love you. Make sure to keep watching and all that stuff, and keep the good love coming, because there's been a lot of new people all over. Like I'm saying everywhere. There's been people all over the streams, all over here, all this stuff. We're thriving. We love to see it. Thank you as so much, and always to the support. Remember, I'm also going to be continuing to do the stream highlights here, posting the stream VODs, posting these discussions, and that's going to be the rotation for the time being until something else comes to this world. So yeah, guys, without further ado, let's get right into it. So Nintendo Direct Mini, a day has passed, you know, we're gonna go over it, but I loved it, man. I think in terms of, first of all, what it is, which is supposed to be a partner showcasing, you know, a thing that's not a mainline direct, I think it was as perfect as it could have been for that kind of presentation. I would have liked maybe a reveal of, you know, another third-party collab project or some like crazy surprise, but there was some really good stuff here, some long-awaited ports for stuff, and I think it was a lot of, you know, it's funny, it was the type of show where it was stuff that people have wanted forever and finally happened, as opposed to more totally unexpected stuff. You know, like people have wanted the Battle Network forever to get a collection. People have wanted Pac-Man World to get a collection, like an HD remaster forever. People obviously have wanted the Persona games forever. And, you know, so it's a lot of games that they're not necessarily surprises of what they could have been, but however, it's more surprising that they actually happened. So, guys, let's get right into it. You know, let's go one by one into this presentation and sort of decipher it. So, first up, they begin the show. Thank you actually to Nintendo for actually it's called timestamping the video. They start off with Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. Now, listen, man, I can't care anymore, bro. I'm telling you, like, listen, I'm excited. I know this is a big deal, but I feel like I've seen this game at every showcase ever this summer. I feel like I've seen it 5,000 times. But you know what? Listen, Monster Hunter is a big deal. I understand that. Happy for that audience. And again, game comes out in a few days. It made sense it was going to be here. Even I had it on my bingo card. Next up, but though, Nier. We are officially getting Nier Automata on Switch. We've gotten also some further details that we know the exclusive content is just the costumes. Obviously, you're gonna have all the DLC content that was in the base game, but also we know that on TV mode the game is going to run at 1080, and on handheld it's gonna be 720. So actually a really solid quality port in terms of how it's gonna run. It's gonna be also 30 FPS. You know, it's gonna pretty much stay at that level of quality. And honestly, I'm really surprised, man, of any game to be at what's called a cloud version. I thought it would have been Nier, but to get it running on Switch, and as well as it's looking here and what it seems to be from what they've said for the specs, I'm really happy, man. Nier is like one of the best games ever made. I think we recently found out it sold like 6 million copies. It's just one of those games that keeps selling and selling over time. So I'm actually really excited for it to come to Switch. I'm excited for a new audience to play it. I'm excited to honestly give myself an excuse to play it again. Dude, playing Nier in handheld sounds really cool on the OLED. The costumes is cool. They have the 2P costume from FF14. No, I'm not joking. The white outfit is called 2P. There's a character called 2P in FF14. I don't play FF14, but this is just what I've been informed on. It is what it is. So also coming out October 6th. So fairly soon. And again, that is a good surprise, I think. Next up, I mean, just going in here. Next up, they showed this game called Lorelei Laser of the Eyes or whatever. Now, here's the thing about this direct. It's one of those directs where it had so much dope stuff that when there was like a thing or two that like seemed cool, it wasn't necessarily something people really like fucked with in the setting it's in. You know, there's some games that are cool, but they're not necessarily cool in like the setting they're in. Like, and I feel like this game, this was not meant for this, right? Because I've seen not a single soul mention. I feel like maybe this would have shined more in an indie. I know Annapurna is like in this weird middle ground where they're sort of indie, but they're sort of big. But it is what it is. But next up, let me tell you, the triple threat of mans. Shout out to whoever at Nintendo of America decided to put Bomberman, Mega Man, and Pac-Man back to back. Very well planned, because that was in the Japanese version. The Japanese version, they were spread out differently, but someone was like, hey man, nah, we gotta put the men together. So Bomberman R2, I did not see this coming. I sort of should have, because we found out recently that this December the Bomberman R1 servers are actually shutting down, so it makes sense, you know, that they were doing it because 2 is coming out. So I assume this game is going to come out. I didn't remember if it got released there or not. I assume it's coming out later this year. But yeah, looks cool. Again, it looks a little more like expanded in a lot of ways. Here's the thing though. I just like traditional Bomberman. I don't like to fuck with the crazy modes too much. I just like with a gang of friends doing traditional Bomberman. So really excited for that. And again, I think it's going to be cool, man. I think I will maybe play it for a stream, and that's really it. But hey, it's cool that we're getting Bomberman. Then Mega Man Battle Network. Let me tell you, if you have watched my streams or any predictions I've done and all that stuff, I have wanted Battle Network for so long. I adore Mega Man in general. I love dude, I grew up with Mega Man, playing the games like sporadically. Like I would play like a bunch of the games through random old collections or just a lot of other hardware and stuff, but these collections they've been doing have just been fucking immaculate for the series. Like we start with Mega Man collection, that was beautiful. Then we got Mega Man X collection, that was fantastic. Then we got Mega Man Zero collection, and finally after all these years, Mega Man Battle Network is here. It's gonna come with 10 games. Now mind you, technically it's 6 because two or three of the games have you know, a different version of them, sort of like Pokemon does. But yeah, no, either way, man, you know, I'm sure it's gonna have all its bells and whistles and museum stuff and all this. I can't wait, bro. The pixel art for the GBA stuff, hella clean. The gameplay is awesome for Battle Network. You don't understand, but Battle Network is so fucking good in general. I just love Mega Man, so very, very happy for that. Next up, another unexpected surprise was Pac-Man World remake. I had no, like, dude, like, this is one of those games I always wanted to see happen. I did not expect this to, especially because Bandai publishes, you know, the Pac-Man games, and they're about to drop Klonoa in like 10 days. So I didn't think they'd announce this, you know, if they're even making them this early. Also coming out in August. And you know what's crazy about this game is, I was watching this video, shout out to Gaming for putting this together, is like I did not realize watching that presentation how much of a remake it is. Like it's the type of game where you remember it looking the way you remember, but holy shit does the old one look way fucking worse in comparison. Like look at this, like it is staggering side by side just how different it looks, but it also keeps the essence. Like I said, this is how I remembered it looking, which I think to me that's a sign of a good remake, when it looks the way you thought it did and you remember it looking. So really happy with that. Also, I think they canonically changed it from Pac-Man's what's it called, the family, to like different characters and stuff, obviously because of the rights issues there with Miss Pac-Man stuff, but no biggie. But again, I'm just so happy. Very unexpected surprise. I love the Pac-Man World games in general, so I'm very happy that we're continuing this sort of revival of the platforms. I'm happy everyone's alive. You know, I'm happy we've got Klonoa alive, Pac-Man World, we got our Marios, we got our Sonics and everything. Next up, they announced this game. What is it, like Blanca or something? Again, another game that I think looks really cool. I mean, I like graphically, it's like really gorgeous. It looks like it has such a good aesthetic. But I just think in a direct like this, it's sort of like drowns, like I said, in the noise of everything else. I feel like you gotta place things really properly in these presentations. But again, cute game, like look, a little cute reindeer multiplayer co-op game. So shout out to Blanc, February 2023. So then they showed I guess a remake or a sequel to Monkey Island or whatever. So hey, shout out to the Monkey Island fans out there. I saw some people divided on the art style. Some people really like this art style, some people don't. I don't know, like I think it's one of those art styles that I don't fuck with, but I'm sure somebody really loves this style. So shout out to the Monkey Island fans out there. I'm sure we're living their best lives. So then Mario plus Rabbids. Another reason I want to wait till today to make this video was because we've gotten more details on the game. In fact, we've gotten a whole mini presentation about it from Ubisoft, where they were talking about, you know, there's this whole villain, and we don't know who they are. I'm assuming it's Rosalind. I'm gonna take a guess, but yeah, they're showing you how this land is cursed with all this stuff out here. And God, bro, let me tell you, Mario plus Rabbids what's it called? Not Kingdom Battle. What is it called? Sparks of Hope looks awesome. They confirmed, by the way, that they've got 3 composers for this. They've got Grant Kirkhope again. They got one of the Halo composers, and they got Yoko Shimomura, has one of the best track records for OSTs ever. Also worked on Mario and Luigi OST, and just I adore Yoko Shimomura on their stuff, on all the JRPGs and stuff they do. But yeah, no. So this game, it looks awesome. It looks like there's original NPCs as well. It looks like there's gonna be fun side quests you could do. Like, everything feels just way more expansive, and I just love it, bro. And the movement is so expressive. I think there's like one trailer at the end where like you could just see how expressive and fun the gameplay and world look, and I'm so happy about them. And I cannot wait for this game. And it's crazy, like, I almost wish this game was revealed this E3, because having it revealed last year and us waiting a year felt really long. But unless they had done, don't be a freak. And this is me telling you this, Fidel Games Cage, don't do it. All right, this right here, that's like a minion. Don't. All right, but yeah, so Mario plus Rabbids, what's it called? Sparks of Hope, I just think looks awesome. We also have Bowser, who's gonna be joining the squad. I don't know if they got the Bowser. Where's the Bowser? Look here. Where you at, Bowser? Talk to me. Where are you? So there he is. So Bowser joins your party. I think that's a really cool idea. I love the idea that, you know, because this villain is controlling Bowser's allies, he has to help you. I love the squad is just like, oh no, it's awesome. But yeah, no, I'm really happy about this. I can't wait. October cannot come any sooner. Next up, we got this game called Little Sion that dropped on the eShop that day. I'm sure there's someone out there just being like, whoa, like losing their minds. Yeah, I mean, it happens in this world. So shout out to people with that. Not really my kind of game. Then they showed again this track transfer, whatever, but like, everybody's got something, I guess. That's not really the play for it. RPG time looks cool. I like the idea of this. You know, you're drawing in your RPG. Has a cool aesthetic. I like the idea. It looks like some kids almost like a school book, which is a really cool idea, really cool aesthetic. And of course, guys, next up, we had Sonic Frontiers. Now, obviously, I'm not gonna go into too much detail for it. If you want that, I made a video yesterday talking about all the info we got here. But man, how awesome is it that Nintendo, of all people, was the one to finally give us a trailer for the game? I want a version of the show without the dude making his commentary over it, but man, first of all, I'm almost surprised how good the Switch version of the game looks. I'm really happy about that. But overall, man, like I said before, I think everything about this game just looks better and is just getting better for me over time. I just think, to me, it seems like the team cares. You know, going from 15 years pretty much of boost formula, aside from like Sonic Lost World, to now getting something completely different where, hey, here's an open world, and then of course you will get your boost levels that you've come to love and enjoy in these crazy looking cyberspace level like things. I adore this. Thank you. Very, very happy about this. Like I said, if you want more details about this, I made a whole video about it, but I'm very happy with how this game showcased. I'm very happy for it existing. The music we heard in the trailer was fucking awesome, like the heavy rock that was going on, and we also needed that because everything's come off as very, you know, low key and toned for the areas and stuff, which made sense. And then you got Sage, who's the new character, so very, very excited for Sonic. Of course, you all know me. Next up, dude, okay, am I crazy, or is there like a Disney game like this every direct? I feel like legitimately every direct ever has some Disney fucking game, whether it's like Tsum Tsum Fest or Simulator Park or some shit like this. Like, I feel like they just come out of nowhere every single time. Mickey Mouse is dying, I guess. Really weird. I just don't know where these are coming from. I don't even know if this is the same one they showed in the last direct, or if this is a different one. Either way, stop. All right, Disney, you stop this right now. Next up, we got another look at Live Alive. I was still distracted by the direct by that point, but man, listen, Live Alive, looks fucking awesome. It's got that HD 2D look to it. It's a remake of this very old game that, you know, never got love in the West or anything. So to get that, apparently the game basically has a bunch of mini stories. There's a demo you can check up on the eShop right now. So yeah, man, hey, enjoy Live Alive. Here's the problem, right? I really want to play it, but let me tell you something. But it comes out like a week or two, I think, or the same week even as Xenoblade Chronicles 3. So a little hard to maybe mess up mentally for me to play both, but I'll see. And then next up they announced Doraemon Story of Seasons. Listen, I know Doraemon, a very big character in Japan, you know, very cute mascot dude. I'm sure there's people losing it, you know. I'm sure this is for an audience, not for me, but shout out to the Doraemon fans out there living their best lives on it. Then they showed Minecraft Legends, which we saw at the Microsoft showcase, so I guess they just updated it here. Then they updated us on Dragon Quest Treasures. We have not seen this game, and I believe since like a year and a half when Square hosted that big event where they showed a bunch of Dragon Quest stuff. Again, this game, first of all, it was distracting because when you fucking turn the audio on, you just hear this song being fucking blasted. And it's crazy. I feel like this song makes people go insane because there's people on one end that that hate this song, and then there's another people that are like, it's iconic, man, you gotta play it. But I'm like, listen, man, imagine every Sega trailer ever was blasting Green Hill Zone. Like, you would like lose your shit. And that's what it feels like. It just feels like they blast the Green Hill Zone of the game. But yeah, so again, I love Dragon Quest 11. Dragon Quest 11S specifically is one of my favorite games. And this looks cool. It's centered all around Eric. I really like Eric. He was one of my favorite characters in the game. He's basically the Super Saiyan of the squad. This looks cool though. It just looks like a more lighthearted, you know, finding treasure sort of journey. So really cool. Really like that and excited for that. Then they did, you know, the little sizzle reel where they showed a few things in there. Then before the ending, we got the announcement of the Portal Collection release date, and those ended up being a live job. I actually have to get this because I actually really love Portal. It's like one of my favorite series, so I might actually thank you for reminding me, you guys, for making me do this video. I mean, you didn't make me, I did, you know what I mean. So very excited for this. Portal, if you have never played Portal, this is worth it. Portal and Portal 2, especially, I think Portal 2 is like one of the best games ever made. So I genuinely think it's worth it if you've never played Portal. I think they're like dumb cheap too. I think they're like 15-20 bucks or something. But yeah, so then Square announced another JRPG thing, Harvestella. Dude, I don't know how many games Square makes. I feel like Square just fucking shits out a game left and right. They just pop them out of nowhere, and they just mix up shows like, here's a JRPG where you farm and you make buddies, and I'm sure it's gonna be fun. I'm sure it's gonna be a solid, you know, 7 out of 10 enjoyable thing that exists. I do commend Square for like making these like smaller projects and allowing them to live and stuff, but it just feels so random sometimes. But yeah, and of course, guys, we ended it with the announcement of the Persona games coming to Switch. Persona 4, 3, and 5 coming to Nintendo Switch. Finally, man. I mean, look, listen, after they showed up at the Xbox presentation, it just felt like it was gonna go everywhere, you know? Because then even the next day we heard it was PlayStation. I was like, listen, man, I really think like this has to be at the next Direct. There's just no reason that they're just going all on. They would just randomly skip the Switch. But man, this is such a big deal, bro. You're talking about like a port of a game people have wanted forever. Like, Persona is it. And I think more specifically, what's more exciting is the ports of Persona 3 and 4. Because I feel like, listen, with 5 and 5 Royal, most people that have wanted to play this have played it. A lot of people haven't played Royal though. That is an important thing to note, that, you know, OG games sold a shit ton, but then Royal, Royal is still, you know, for the more hardcore fans, the people that have bought it after. But getting to play Persona 4 and 3, I think that's a big deal because Persona 4 is locked behind Vita, well, Persona 4 Golden specifically, locked behind Vita and PC. Now it's going to be able to be played on all consoles, and Persona 3 is the one the majority of people have not gotten to play. So I'm most excited for Persona 3 Portable. I hope it comes before Persona 4 almost. I'd rather have Persona 3 Portable first, but man, just really exciting times. I mean, I'm really happy for the series in general continuing to thrive, and, you know, grow, because it deserves it. It really is like a really dope special franchise for a lot of people. So yeah, guys, that's really it for the summary of the direct. Like I said, overall for a Nintendo Partner Showcase, I loved it. Would I have loved the minute? Like, dude, here's the thing. If this direct had like 15 minutes added and it was like first party stuff sprinkled throughout, this could have easily been a direct. This almost like the level of stuff here felt very summer E3 direct, and I wonder what's gonna happen with their first party stuff. Like, I wonder if, like, I think we're just gonna get Twitter drops, like maybe in a week or two we'll see Nintendo be like, hey, surprise, Mario Kart Wave 2 happening tonight or tomorrow, you know, and then we're gonna get a random trailer for Bayonetta when we wake up. I feel like that might be the case, man. I think with Xenoblade around the corner and Live Alive, that's the July taken. August, I'm not sure. Maybe they'll have presentation in August. September, we got Splatoon, and then we have Mario plus Rabbids in October, and we have Mario plus, we have Pokemon in November, and we still have this rumored Metroid Prime 1 HD. We don't even know. So guys, I guess we're gonna find out soon, but for now, I actually really love the Partner Showcase. Not perfect, had some fluff in it, but every presentation, the history of presentations has that. So y'all, let me know what you guys think. Of course, I'll see you all next time. Let me know your favorite thing here, and I love you. Goodbye.